Okay, so we're going to use something called the Try-It editor to practice some SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, and to try out this SQL editor, just type in Try SQL into Google and it will take you to W3 Schools Try-It editor. So you should know a little bit about databases before you attempt this, and I've sent out a PowerPoint about databases to my students, and if you're not one of my students, it's important for you to know just some basic theory about how databases organize data. So on this side here, where I'm pointing, we've got the tables in this database. So if we have a look, got the customer table, category table, employee table, order table, products table, shippers table, and suppliers. Book table and ICT table are something that I've put in there just as a test, and they just only appear there for me. If I press restore the database, I think they should disappear. There you go, they've gone. Okay, so this is our first query today. It's called the select query, and I am going to demonstrate how the select query works based on what you need to know for your exam if you're doing Edexcel GCSE 2013. So the select query retrieves data from tables. So let's have a look at this. I'm going to go select star from, now here's all my tables, so select star from customers. Now the star basically means everything. Select everything from the customers table. Now all SQL queries end with a semicolon. So when I run this SQL, there is every single person in the customer table. Okay, and we've got about 91 people there. The fields are across the top, so we've got the customer ID, customer name, all the way to the country that they're based in. So let's have a little look now. Now I'm going to introduce something called the where clause. So I'm going to do select star from customers. Now the where clause is quite important because it allows you to narrow down some information. Where country equals, I'm going to look for everybody from Mexico. Now I have to type in quotations because Mexico, or the country field, is a text field. So here we go, Mexico. So let's have a quick look. Let's run this SQL query. Brilliant. So we've got select star from customers where country equals Mexico. Now I don't really want to know the city where they're from, and I don't want to know the postal code. I just want to know their name and their country. So instead of selecting star, what I can actually do is just ask for the customer name and the country. Okay, so this time let's just have a look how this SQL query runs. Now what I like to do is put my SQL query on different lines, so I've got the main clauses. I've got the select clause, the from clause, and the where clause. So select what fields I want, from which tables I'm getting these fields from, and where, what specific data do I want. So let's just run this, and there we go, we've just got the customer name and the country there. There's one final clause that you need to be aware of, and it's called the order clause. Order by, and I'm just going to put it in capitals. SQL doesn't tend to be case sensitive, so order by, and this is dead straightforward. I'm going to order by customer name, and if I run that, it should go from A to Z. And they were already in A to Z order, so they're already in ascending order. So I'm just going to put them in descending order. So this time it should go backwards. So order by customer name in descending order. If I run SQL now, there you go, they've all switched around. And if I go back to ASC, they go the other way around. Okay, so now I'm showing you the basics of a select query. Have a go with some of the other tables. One of the best ones to work with is the product table. See if you can select some products, have a where clause, an order by clause, and select some specific fields.